What's going on? It's your boy Cade Collins. I hope you're having a great day. It's Wednesday, about to end the day, and I figured let's have a good time. Let's go live and let's kick off the new YouTube channel, Finding Hope with Creators, with a bang. Gonna keep it as raw and simple as possible here because I want to make sure that we're exemplifying the principles and frameworks that we're going to be teaching in our upcoming Synergy Collab Masterclass presentation. I think we're kicking off April 22nd. We've set a date of Plata o Plomo. So without further ado, we're going to talk a little bit about the kickoff of Finding Hope with Creators, the intention, the values and principles that we embody here, and what we're going to be doing to teach people how to collab, create content, and, become that influencer in a positive realm for their community and those that they're trying to lead. So without further ado, let's get it started, and I'm appreciating y'all now. All right, so if we dive into it, this is the new rebranding of Finding Hope with Creators. If y'all can see, we have media, collab, content, influence. That's me, by the way, Kay Collins, the Hope Man. If you didn't know, now you know. Just an entrepreneur here in the United States in 2020 and 2021, going full time, trying to make it happen with my amazing partner Olivia. Some know her as Bo, but our project manager, social media manager, and other team that we just really been making it happen. But copy, hope, wealth, these are some of the frameworks that we're going to be discussing. And when we think about everything that we want to do with Finding Hope with Creators, the idea is embodying the values and principles that I've talked about, health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community, and creation. And nowadays it's really challenging if you don't have these values or principles, or your values and principles locked down. You're at the sway of so many the vicissitudes of life, the vicissitudes of the market, and so much going on. And that being said, what can you do to identify and really hamper down and become who you were meant to be? If you feel like you've had a calling, some people have lost that vision. Some people have lost their dreams. And, this is a hard time for dreamers. One of my favorite friends, one of my favorite songs that was a recommendation from an amazing friend that I respect. That's a line in there. This is a hard time for dreamers. And we believe that as well. But the creators are the dreamers. Those that believe that they can change the world usually are the ones that do. And these are ideas that Steve Jobs, Apple, and, some people like Russell Brunson that I highly respect. I've been amazed, and I've been very privileged to have amazing mentors in my life. My mom and dad, my family. I have Livy. I have Russell Brunson, Jim Rohn, all of these people that have played such a pivotal role in me, helping me identify my values and principles. And our goal is to help you become a content creation machine, because your business, your empire, your dynasty, your family needs that. And if you are feeling lost, thinking that you have to publish, you're right. Like, at the end of the day, if you're not publishing, you're not heard. And if you're not heard, you don't have a business. If you don't have the attention of your consumers, you're not going to be growing. There's 4 different things that, Myron Golden taught that, you really need to be focusing on your business. And that's leads, that's conversion rates, that's ascension, and that's monthly recurring revenue. And these are 4 elements that if you're not focusing on and learning how to improve, then you're not really focusing on your values and principles as well. And this is where Charlie Munger's ideas of self-experimentation really comes into play. And these are some of the things that we'll be talking about with Finding Hope with Creators. I've been very blessed and privileged to have the opportunity to partner with over 55 influencers and experts just over the last couple months with our Hope.dev Summit series. This has been an amazing opportunity for us to, again, embody those values of health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community, and creation, and identify different coaches, consultants, agencies that are operating within these values, representing the principles of time, hope, and collaboration, and helping others when it's in the pandemic of 2020 or in 2021's new business environment, helping those adapt and, respond. And that's what's so critical here, because I referenced Jim Rohn. One, content is key, because this is an individual that influenced and impacted my life long after he died. And he did that via video, but he taught these ideas, these concepts. And, he talks about your set of your cell, your attitude, but he also talks about, what happens to you happens to everybody, but it's about what you do about what happens to you. And that's the critical component that we want to embody with Finding Hope with Creators, is how are we responding in this time of uncertainty? How are we creating clarity and certainty for our dynasty? And how are we creating our things. Like, how are we turning our thoughts into things? And that's what we aim to do at Synergy Collaborations. Turn your thoughts into things. We've been a media company really focusing on the last 4 years of identifying what is the vision of the future of attention. Where is that going, and what can we do to play a part in this ever evolving game? 2020 spotlighted that there's going to be a new work environment, and if your business is not well equipped to scale with your media and your content, then you are going to be left in the dust by your competitors, because they are, trust me, I'm having these conversations with them, and they are aiming up and learning how to use things like this content on a consistent basis to get into the heads of your customers and help them understand that what you're offering is unique, significant, and that you're the person that they can know, like, and trust, because you've built that presence, you've built that understanding through the content that you're providing, through the content that you're putting out there. And it's content that you're not just excited to build with your customers, you're excited to build it with your family. Your family and friends are excited to understand and learn more about you because the values and principles that you can embody in your content. And that's what we want to help people do. Because I learned something, when I was wanting to be a Gary Vee like figure, I went full time in my business. And, this is after I already understood the power of document and not creating, or document, don't create. This was something that Gary Vee's very famous for, and he's also someone that talks about the volume and the mass amount of content. So as I was sitting there and listening and digesting some of the advice that he's giving to the world, I started to realize the opportunity that was ahead of us if we could learn and be comfortable to share our true authentic self. Because if we could learn how to share our true authentic self, we could attract the significant customers that mean the world to us, and that our solutions mean the world to them. And if we can bridge those together, that's why you get paid. If you can come in and bring value where someone has a gap, and then over deliver and understand what is the sequence of events that you're creating that you can also provide a solution to, then you will have the unriches unlocked. And that's what I learned through the Hope.dev interviews. The significant income is coming from those that have thought through the solutions, and they circle that solution as a category, and they either provide each solutions to each problem, or they identify the people that can solve those problems. And that's what we're trying to do here at Finding Hope with Creators. Your problems, we want to know them below. So what's your biggest question about creating content? In particular, like with influencers, that's the thing right now. If you understand what your brand can, or what creating content with influencers can do for you and your brand, think about someone that has already categorized and congregated your dream customer, someone that has spent years, if not decades, cultivating a relationship so those customers know, like, and trust you. Know, like, and trust them, and think about them as maybe an indirect competitor. But in this new age of 2021, collaboration is key. And if you're not the big one, then you're going to be the 99%, and the 99% need to gather together to understand how we can unlock market share together. So if you can create some sort of alliance with your indirect competitors and help and understand that they've already congregated your dream customer, so you can bring something to them of value. These are all the things that we're going to be teaching here in a Synergy Collab Masterclass, and again, I'm very privileged to have these amazing partners and influencers and experts that have guided. And of course, it takes a lot of money. It's an investment of my time, but what I want to do is use this channel as an opportunity to reinvest into the community, reinvest like Gary Vee did before for me, what Jordan Belfort had done for me, what Russell Brunson and some of these other amazing influential characters, these influencers and experts that you can think about, the Constantines, that their decisions, the where they would sway and change could absolutely impact society and how we live our lives. These are the people that I realized I wanted to surround myself with, because their values and principles aligned with mine, and they had the power to implement the change versus just the idea. So these are just some of the things that we want to talk about, is how to partner with influencers and experts, but how to create content with them. How do you, create media, influence, copy, all with this idea of time, hope, collaboration, and embodying these 7 values of health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community, and creation. It's really exciting to see the new channel and just showing you the start. Really, 25 subscribers. We've been posting consistently, but it was a different strategy. I'll share what we were doing. As Livy and I were traveling in the middle of 2020 and the pandemic, building 4 summits, finding these partners, meeting with them personally, getting to know them to see if we could vouch for these influencers and experts and recommend them to our customer base. we traveled and we learned so much. And that's where we documented. And every day I was going live. It's part of this challenge. And you'll hear more about that and how to become a content creation machine with your values. But Livy documents as well. And what we were doing was just publishing and posting a lot of the lives that we were taking and sharing on Facebook. So this strategy is going to change weekly. We're going to be publishing on Wednesdays. This is going to be dialed in, whether it's going to be a 3 to 5 time frame on the Pacific Standard Time. We'll get that more clarified. But I just wanted to put that out there as a plata plomo to the community, as a video to say, this is what we're doing and this is what we're leading up to. Because, just-in-time content is an idea that we want to work together with in synergy collaborations. And we believe, creating thoughts into things and turning those thoughts into things is the power and the unique power of a human being. But what we can do as an influencer or an expert, or surrounding ourselves with these characters, creating an alliance with them, that's what Jim Rohn has been able to do. That's what, family, that's what Russell Brunson, that's what my mom and dad, that's what Livy has really unlocked as well, with our ability to use these summits and partner with influencers and experts and, create this harmony out of this synergy and collaboration. So our vision for the channel is to continue to grow step by step, but by, really being comfortable sharing our values and our principles, putting that out in the atmosphere with the belief and the understanding and the proof that it's going to come back with those values and principles in mind, with the people that we're bringing into the community. So with that being said, I am so happy and grateful. I am so happy and grateful. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a kickoff of Finding Hope with Creators. Here's a neat thing as well that I want to help encourage others to do, is to just get started, prepare. And that means really understand, what are your values and principles. There's a spectrum, and Anthony Truck shared with us on our summit that, your values, they change over time and place, but your principles, you don't. They stay steadfast throughout your life. And, take some time, do some research. What are your values? Here's a good start: health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community, and creation. Maybe take out a piece of paper, write down each one of those values, and rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. And where are you today? Where do you want to go? And what do you need to do to make it that way? That's the framework of a visionary, as Jordan Belfort, someone who scaled a business up to $50 million at age 25, and, had learned through the failures and misery of bankruptcy as well, how to stay fast and how to continue to have a vision. Even when people and everything, the whole world is against you, you can continue to be a visionary and move forward and slice through the pain. So let's make it happen. This is Finding Hope with Creators. Is your boy Cade Collins, host of Hope.dev and Finding Hope with Creators. And we're going to have something special. So again, if you have any questions about creating content with influencers or experts, please leave them below, comment. We're going to be really monitoring this and cutting away a lot of the other platforms. We're really focusing on this YouTube and Finding Hope with Creators. So this will be a good start. You guys saw it at 25 subscribers. Let's take it up from there. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace. Oh no, it wasn't recording, guys. Just kidding. Peace.